What's up guys, Putty here, and welcome back for another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode we started talking to the guys in the think tank, I believe. It's the first time since we started All World Blues that I've taken a break in the recordings. The first lot were recorded yesterday, and I woke up this morning and thought, oh, I'm gonna edit some Old World Blues, and thought, you know what, I'm just gonna record some more. So here we are back in Old World Blues. So we're going to move on, continue to talk to the doctors, and this time we're going to talk to Dr. 8. What was that? Did something happen with your voice module? That is too bad. We're good. Or something. Can I ask you some questions? Who are you? Sounds important, I think. Okay. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? Alright, calm down. I didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me something about the technologies climbed once? You sound agitated. Okay, I can't even say that word. So I swear your brain tank thing just sparked. Tell me about the big empty. Big mountain, that is. You sound a little down. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco Termalink protocol you're broadcasting, right? Well, I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Haha, nice pun on the header file reference. I agree, if someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in the tank. If that's Robco Termalink protocol, doesn't it mean it can be hacked? If that's Termalink code, don't worry. I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. I think that last bit meant thank you, because he was saying it all the way through. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't, sonjaculate into my sonic emitter? Well, there had to be some way to fire it up. Can we at least talk about it next time? Now that we know each other a little better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Really? Huh. No, I've been there. Higgs Village, right? Your house is there? So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs. Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice. I'll keep an eye out. I got the emitter fully upgraded. It's a little slow to fire, but the force field disabling frequency is handy. Are you okay? You look really happy. You should be proud. It's a nice device. Hey! Oh hey, thanks. We don't want it to run out, you're right. I don't know why these are grayed out. I'll be going now. Yeah, I like 8. I think they could have done a little more with the Rob Link terminal, because I can't understand him for most of it, to be honest. Like, with Eddie, there's a lot of stuff that lets you hear his dialogue and hear people talking about him and stuff like that, and that makes you really, like, realize his personality, whereas with 8, unless there's stuff with the other guys you can talk about, I don't understand most of it. I know he's happy about the emitter, he likes the emitter and things like that, but aside from that, I can't really feel what he's actually saying, or anything to do with what he's actually saying. Dr. Dala.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis fleshed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
I can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What? Nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, and stretch languidly.
What? What are you doing?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Run your hands along the sides of your face, then exhale rapidly.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at a human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Okay, who are you? What do you do here? Let's move on, shall we?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
211 doctorates? How is that even possible?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head chief researcher, a lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
We will figure that one out. He came and went. Why did you remove my brain? And how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
It is a bit weird that I am talking and walking around. But, just to go back to the previous piece of dialogue, where she said the heart and spine went first. I thought in the intro talking bit, she said she removed the brain first and then decided to remain the heart and spine, because they were, like, calling out to her. So I'm a bit confused, but how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I do like being a bit of a cyborg. I feel strange in here. Peaceful, but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all the lobotomites here.
I had other questions.
Perhaps you are stuck in a looping gesture of verbal intercourse.
That is how I play this game. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech climb once will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the dome where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Except you guys don't know what's going on in the outside world. Can you tell me about the Big Mountain?
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
Why did you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
What happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
So 8 only started talking in the Robco Termalink code after the visitors attacked. I had other questions.
An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
I'm pretty sure that's it, actually. Yeah, we've spoken enough. Thank you, though.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Okay. Alright. So we've basically talked to everyone except for Klein, who... Probably going to be a long conversation, and then... Oh! Uh-oh. Definitely don't want to be suffering from any withdrawal. We're going to take some buff out and some mentats. Just in case. Begin again. It's once again playing across the radio. I want to turn that down. It seems to have turned itself back up. Yeah, it has.
Stop hovering. I mean, if you want.
Okay.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
I think you meant impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And... Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my pip boy? Pimp boy. My pimp boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are? Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down. I just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Interesting. So, do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my jail ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics.
I agree.
Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
If they kept confusing your letter with a number, your name is Dr. Oh, Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
I don't know. Oh, sounds more impressive.
0's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you wanted to do... 9. Really? 9? I know you can also do this with the Math Wrath perk, but still 9. That is rough. If you wanted to differentiate the 0 and the O, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0. Just draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that's what makes you truly a 0.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero. It reduces anything multiplied against it to zero.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Alright. I think we've spoken long enough for now.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
I really like just ending that conversation off there, because that was nice. But I'm sure we'll come back and talk to him soon. We're actually going to head off on an adventure now. Remember he just talked about one of the visitors going to Y17, and also one of the visitors going to Lil Yaxi. Well, we're going to go try and explore those areas before we continue with the main quest. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you guys did, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. I read every single one.
Klein, as useless as the bottle of the same name. Well, except as an example of an object that uselessly tries to fulfill its purpose.
I'll see you guys then.